In the hierarchy of first world problems, few things are as painful as having a Wi-Fi dead spot in the comfort of your own home. It's like, why is it still loading? The good news is that a high quality mesh Wi-Fi network system can entirely alleviate that problem, and our friends at TP-Link know this. This is why the Deco XE70 Pro might be the ideal solution for you. This fully loaded Wi-Fi 6E mesh network system has so much to offer, and in today's video we're going to go through all its cool functions and features to answer the question of whether or not this is the right Wi-Fi system for your home. A quick technical rundown of the specifications we get here. So some of the highlights include the fact that you get blazing fast Wi-Fi 6E standards. You also have a tri-band system here, which means you get a 2.4, 5, and 6 GHz connectivity respectively. You also have a maximum coverage up to 7,200 square feet if you get the 3-node unit. You can connect up to 200 devices simultaneously, which is quite the number. Additionally, you have a 2.5 gigabit port on every individual unit that you get, and all this comes together with Deco's advanced AI system. The XE70 Pro has an absolutely stunning design. I love the minimalist cylindrical shape over here, which also means that it blends into any environment without looking chunky or out of place. The choice of color here is also very simple, which means that it again blends in quite nicely. Now you will notice at the bottom you do have a LED status indicator light, and beneath that you actually have passive cooling vents to keep the router running nice and cool. Now on the rear side is where you have all the ports. So you have 3 Ethernet jacks here, one of which supports up to 2.5 gigabits of connectivity like I mentioned, and then of course a power port. When you buy one of these bad boys, you get everything you need from the get-go. So I have the 3-pack over here, open that up. You obviously have the individual units themselves. You'll also notice you have the respective power cables to turn everything on, Ethernet cables, as well as an instruction guide to get you going. Now setting up the unit is actually very straightforward. You simply connect it to the power cable, you put in the Ethernet jack coming from the modem, and then you are all set to go. From there, you use the Deco app and you follow a couple of simple instructions that are all on board the app, and within a matter of minutes, you're completely set up. While we're on the note of the Deco app, let me tell you the end user experience here is absolutely fantastic. The app shows you an instant glance or overview of your entire network. It shows you what's offline and what's online. You can even view the individual devices connected to each network node. You can configure the settings for them at an individual level. You can also get status updates and troubleshoot what's going on if there are any network disruptions. And you can also issue over-the-air updates without having to go to your router at any point in time. Additionally, you have advanced settings as well for those of you who might want more customization like port forwarding, static IPs, VPN settings, and all the fun shenanigans. You can also individually configure network prioritization, bandwidth allocation, and so much more. It really is a very user-friendly experience that also allows advanced users to access the full set of features if they so wish. In terms of performance, I wanted to keep things as real-world as possible, so I conducted a number of speed tests directly in my own house across varying locations with varying devices. So I've got about 2,000 square feet in terms of my house space, and so of course I found that these speeds would be anywhere between 300 all the way up to 750 megabits per second, which comes pretty close to utilizing the full 1 gigabit per second speed that I had over here. Now it is worth noting obviously that depending on where you are, how much interference there is, how far you are from the nearest access point, all of this will vary. But even when I was at the furthest away points, I still got a steady 250 plus Mbps speed, which again is fantastic. And the consistency here is what really makes a mesh network system so efficient, and the XE70 Pro executes this nearly perfectly. Additionally, thanks to the advanced AI system on board, the bandwidth allocation is amazing. So I often have multiple devices being used at the same time. Sometimes I'm gaming while downloading heavy files on my computer, or other times my wife might be using her devices at the same time I am, and often I'm also streaming heavy 4K content. No matter what the use case is, I have yet to have any experience where there was any sort of lag or latency. As long as I have the available internet bandwidth, the router does a fantastic job at managing the bandwidth allocation. TP-Link actually lets you choose between the 1-pack, 2-pack, or 3-pack when you buy the Deco XE70 Pro. In terms of which one is ideal for you, I would strongly suggest looking at the area you have. So if you live in a small condo, for example, the 1-pack is enough, which has a theoretical maximum of 2,900 square feet of coverage. However, if you live in a townhome or a semi-detached, you may want to consider the 2-pack, where you'll get north of 5,000 square feet of coverage. And if you live in a larger house, or if you live in a detached house where there's a lot of dead spots, then you might might truly benefit from getting the 3-pack, which theoretically offers a maximum coverage area of up to 7,200 square feet. Perhaps the best feature of the XE70 Pro is its pricing. It's got a $299 price tag, and let me tell you, you're getting a full 3-pack system here with Wi-Fi 6E connectivity, all the cool features and functions I mentioned, and perhaps one of the most reliable systems when it comes to general uptime with a strong Wi-Fi network. In my experience with using the Deco XE70 Pro, I have yet to have any problems. It runs even the most demanding of use cases flawlessly, and thanks to its high compatibility, it works across all the devices you might throw. It'll be perfectly fine running with older devices that might not have Wi-Fi 6E, and it will fully utilize the full potential of all your Wi-Fi 6E devices as well. Additionally, thanks to a slew of advanced features, a great app, and an advanced AI system, you can rest assured that you're always getting the most out of your connection at any given time. If you are looking for a system that can cover your entire house flawlessly and leave no Wi-Fi dead spots, then the Deco XE70 Pro might just be the right router for you. Let me know what you think of this product, and if you're interested in purchasing it, I will leave links in the video description below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.